This is How I Met My Brother. Welcome back to How I Met My Brother podcast. My name is Jacob Cody. This is my good friend and co-host, Jeff Warchalik. How are you today, Jeff?
Not bad, Jake. We spent a lot of time together today. That was nice.
Yeah, it was a good bro day. You know, Saturdays are for the boys, as they say.
Some one-on-one boy time. I like it.
Yeah,
like
we played some golf.
Yep.
Wasn't a great round.
No, let's not sugarcoat it. It was abysmal. It was terrible. Probably one of the worst rounds you and I both played in a long time.
For sure. Usually it's like I really suck and you play decent, but you say you suck, but you shot like 10 better than me. But today was actually, we both played very, very poorly.
You know, yes, but it was okay because you you gave me my first Popeyes experience, so that was not bad.
There we go.
I would say not bad. Probably.
What'd you think? Okay, hold on. Give it on a scale of 1 to 10. What would you rank? Well, you actually only had this, but on 1 to 10, the chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich, out of 10, I would give it. It was pretty good. It wasn't Chick-fil-A, but it definitely was way better than McDonald's or anybody like that. I'm gonna go 8.1 on the chicken sandwich. I appreciated the bun. It was like buttered or something, which was sweet. It was very soft.
Yes.
The mayo was great. I like, kind of a lot of mayo. Big mayo guy.
Mm-hmm.
Pickles, which usually I'm not a fan of, but this time I was alright with them. And then chicken was solid. So it was an 8.2. Fries were kind of subpar. Diet Coke hit different. That slapped, but otherwise, not bad.
See, I'm a big advocate for the Popeyes chicken sandwich. As far as fast food restaurants go for chicken sandwiches, I'd honestly give it like a 9.3.
Okay.
As far as like any chicken sandwich in the world, I'd probably be where you're at like an 8.1. I've had a chicken sandwich from this place called BT's before. I think it's in Charlton. It's amazing. It was like $5, and it was like that chicken sandwich that we had today, but like beefier and bigger. And like you said, the bun was good. Like the pickle to chicken ratio was phenomenal.
Okay.
That's what really makes it. I'll tell you, the reason why I like I almost said Chick-fil-A. I do like Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Don't get me wrong. Don't like cancel me because I say Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A.
Oh my god!
But
that's
just the chicken sandwich. I believe that the Popeyes sandwich is better because the crispiness of the sandwich is good. If you like crispy chicken sandwiches, Popeyes is definitely crispier. But not only that, but the pickle to chicken ratio on a Popeyes chicken sandwich is just next to none. It's perfect. You know what I mean? I've had Chick-fil-A sandwiches where when I bite into it, I got a little too much pickle. And sometimes I'm like, oh, where's the pickle? So the ratio is a little off, but I'm still a big Chick-fil-A guy. It's still my favorite fast food, hands down.
Here was my problem today with the Popeyes. Okay, it was pretty good. 8.2. That's a good score. I'd say that's a good score.
Yeah, I mean that's still good.
Issue today. So we had the bun and then we had the slab of meat on it. The chicken was like 1/3 of the size of the bun, which is just a huge problem in my eyes. The quality control has to get better. That's where Chick-fil-A
So yours,
way far
it was
above.
smaller, you're saying?
Yeah,
it was too small.
There was too much bun for the chicken.
Really? Because mine was the opposite. Did you see mine?
See, quality control, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you that. I just never had that problem. You know, I mean, today I couldn't even put my mouth on it.
It was literally...
I'm just being real, you know, like I couldn't even fit my mouth. Like my first bite was pure chicken, no bun.
Pure chicken, no bun. Hashtag pure chicken, no bun. That's what we like.
Yeah.
The bun for mine was way bigger than the chicken, so that was the issue. It was good though.
All right, I got you.
You know what I'm really a fan of though with these fast food joints lately is the Twitter accounts. They're savage, and it's my favorite thing ever that's going on right now. It's been going on for a while, but like
they are complete savages.
I like it when they go back and forth. Between like McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King, they'll fight and whatever. But
yeah.
I compiled a few right before we started this episode, so they're not the best I've seen, but they're kind of funny. So like McDonald's in their bio, it says right before I hit send, I whispered to myself, "I'm tweeting it." And then Taco
Like I'm loving it.
yeah, exactly. Taco Bell, they're an 8, but they pick up their Baja Blast with both hands and say, "Ah," after every sip. They're a 10.
So, oh, you think they're a 10 after that?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I'd probably say a 6, but it's all right. Both hands.
Do you not like
Baja? No, but like picture that. Like I pick it up. No.
I don't know. I think that.
No.
Well,
that makes you
okay.
a 6.
Well, in real life, yeah, it would get annoying.
Yeah, exactly. So that means they're.
But in the eyes of Taco Bell, that's exactly what they want. So I think in that context, it means 10.
All right.
Probably my favorite one. Wendy's said, they're a 10, but they say they're loving it. And then they have the little eyeglass emoji.
I'll tell you what, since social media for companies has come a long way.
Yeah.
In the sense, like, back in the day, it was like, if, like, somebody said something like that, they'd probably get fired.
Yeah, like 10 years ago, 15 years
yeah,
ago. Well,
for sure.
Yeah.
But, like when I was in high school, I'd be on Twitter. You'd never see something like this.
No.
It would be like, I remember there was one incident, I can't remember what business it was, but they tweeted something like this, like, savage against another company.
Yeah.
And, like, then they, like, came on and they apologized. They're like, we're so sorry this employee has been fired. Taking the whole drink with you there, buddy.
Yeah, that was kind of weird how that happened.
But, yeah, they, like, fire the employee and they're like, oh, we're so sorry. Now it's like, if you aren't savage, you're probably not going to get hired.
Yeah, like, that's the right way to be now. I don't know. They're trying to, like, connect more or whatever.
I think it's funny.
Can I read one more?
Good. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Wendy's. This was on April 21st. Not that matters.
Yeah.
On April
21st. Wait, what time did they tweet it at?
11:54 a.m., right before lunchtime.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they
Ken
said,
Hungy.
you ever finish your burg, but then you miss it so much you eat the melted cheese stuck to the wrapper? That's just so weird. I don't know. I find it kind of funny.
I like how they, like, go off trends, too. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, he's a 6, but...
Yeah, like, that's the best part to
me.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite thing. If anybody has any good ones, send them to me on Instagram because it's like my hobby.
We enjoy that. I mean, Jeff more than me, but we definitely enjoy it.
One of us enjoys that.
Yeah. All right. So switching gears a little bit.
Yeah.
So this weekend, 4th of July weekend.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites. It's a long weekend. Obviously, you get the day off on Monday, but it's also nice because, like, this is a holiday that everybody takes.
Mm.
So, you know, when you get back to work, it's not like you're crowded with stuff on your email because everybody's off.
Yeah.
Like, 4th of July, big weekend. Even, like, I have some employees that work at our company that are from Mexico and London, and even they were like, you know, we're not in America, but, you know, we're going hard this weekend. Like,
really?
Yeah.
That happens?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we kind of celebrate Cinco de Mayo, even though that's
a good point.
You know? But they were like a guy in my meeting was like, hey man, like, listen, I know I'm not from America, but I'm totally getting wasted this weekend.
Where's he from?
Mexico. And I was like, you know what, good for you, bro. Like, all right, you know.
Do you think other countries do that, or do you think it's just Mexico?
I don't know. I would assume that they don't get the day off,
but they still go hard.
But I'm sure they celebrate, kind of like Cinco de Mayo. We don't get the day off.
Yeah.
But we still go to a Mexican restaurant and eat tacos and drink margaritas. I don't, but...
Me neither, but...
Anyways, long weekend, great time. Yesterday, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to play some basketball. Yep. So, talking to my buddy, and they were like, oh, we're going to play basketball in Rhode Island. And I was like, okay, cool. So I drive down there, have a great time. Let me tell you something that's never happened to me ever in my life that just was insane. So, I'm playing basketball. I started at like 7, playing around, shooting around. Then I'm about to leave, right? And then these guys on the court are like, hey, come on, we need, you know, there's only 7 of us. We need 8 so we can play 4 and 4 at half court. And I'm like, all right, I'm down. So I play whatever. Then I like really just had to go to the bathroom. And I'm gonna keep it PG for the pod.
Yeah, let's not go too TMI here.
No, I'm not gonna go too TMI. But I gotta share this because it was insane.
Yeah.
So, need to really go to the bathroom, whatever. I'm holding it in. Then we start, like, the game finishes, and I'm about to go to to leave and go to the bathroom, go home. And these two random kids show up, and they're like, yo, let's run fives. And I'm like, okay, well, and I'm like, nah, I can't. And they're like, come on, dude, if you leave it, there's going to be 9. Same situation. I was like, are you kidding me? So I was like, whatever, I'll do it. Gave into peer pressure. Don't do it, kids. Dare. Anyways, so I I play 5-on-5, and it continually gets worse. I just have to go so bad. All right, we're playing to 11, and I'm
11
at the
points,
point,
right?
11 points. Sorry, yeah, we're playing to 11 points. It's like 9-10 or something like that, maybe 10-8, and I just have to. It continually gets worse by the minute.
Mm-hmm.
Person's on the other team scores and makes it 11, so they win. And I'm literally walking off the court, and somebody yells out, "No, we're playing to 21." And I was like, bro, I cannot do that. They're like, no, come on, man. The lights are about to go off, and I'm like, dog, no. So, again, gave into peer pressure. I was like, whatever, let's just, hurry it up.
Yep.
So I'm not even, running up and down the court. I'm literally at, the half court, with my hands on my knees, man, I cannot hold this any longer.
This needs to end.
It was bad. So it got up to 18-19. I was like, I'm out, because it was close.
Yeah.
So I run, and I'm trying to find the closest bathroom, and I see this gas station across the street, and I'm like, all right, this is my best option. I have to go so bad. So keep in mind, there's fireworks going on in town.
So it's busy. Really busy.
Super busy. There's police officers everywhere directing traffic. It's hard to get across the road. I am doing the dance, the potty dance. I'm on the other side where doing this. I'm trying to keep my mind off of it. I cannot go. I'm waving cars down to get me to stop. Literally, I'm on the side of the road. I'm pretending I'm hitchhiking or something just so I can get to the other side. Finally, a car lets me go. Sprint across. This guy holds the door open for me. He's like, "Oh, you made it just in time," which I didn't understand then. But now that I look back at it, it was 9:59, and the place closed at 10.
Woof.
Anyways, I run in. I'm like, "Hey, do you guys have a bathroom?" And these kids, there was 2 teenage guys, maybe in their early 20s, but they didn't look too old. They're like, "Yeah, I guess right here." They were annoyed, and now I look back again, they were closed. So I run into the bathroom, shut the door, again keeping it PG, relieve myself. Just made it literally. 5 seconds later, there would have been a mess. Made it. We're good. I'm just being honest, for all the listeners out there.
Yikes.
It was a close one. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right, no toilet paper.
You're kidding.
No, not even joking. No toilet paper. Now that I look around the bathroom, it looks like it had just been mopped.
Yeah.
The trash bag was taken out. They must
pristine.
have. It was super clean, and I was like, oh, geez. No toilet paper. There's just this one roll of paper towels. Dude, when I tell you the shame that I had and the embarrassment that I had, I've been in there for 10 minutes already.
Yeah.
So I have these paper towels. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be a jerk. I'm not going to flush them.
Yeah.
But still gross.
The
I
plumbing.
you can't back up the plumbing. I already did enough to these people. Throw them in the trash can.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
With no bag. No bag in the
Yep.
trash?
So again,
Wow.
after I throw them and I realize, oh, there's no bag in there. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what to, I'm not going to walk out of the bathroom with these paper towels and be like,
You have
a
anywhere
trash
for me to put these?
So I just keep them in there, bro. I'm sorry. They can figure it out.
Yeah.
But I wash my hands, get all done. Open the door immediately. They're both looking at me. And they don't even say a word. They're just shaking their head.
These two kids.
Yeah, they're the oldest they are is 20, and they're looking at me, and I just feel like such a loser. They're looking at me, shaking their heads, and I didn't know what to say, so I just started walking down. I was like, I'm sorry. I think I actually said, I'm so sorry, and then I just walked out. And the whole time they're just staring at me. And I walk out, and I'm not even joking. I looked back, and they were still staring at me through the glass from behind the counter.
They hate you.
And after I thought about it more, they definitely knew obviously what I was doing.
Oh yeah.
And they definitely knew that there, like, in my head, they knew that there was no toilet paper. So they're like, do we want to go in there? Like, what did this guy do? And, like, no trash bag. They just took the trash out. They knew that. Like, it was a mess. It was bad.
Oh, my gosh.
But I'll tell you, I made it.
Talk about hurdles.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Nothing was going your way.
Dude, it was bad. And I'm just thankful that I made it with you know, no extra accidents there. Because it would have been bad. It would have been bad.
Wow. That's a story.
Yeah.
What do you think those kids said about you?
Oh.
Because that was definitely, like, probably their worst night of work.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
Actually, I think I was talking to your little brother, Norm.
Yeah.
And I told him the story.
Oh.
And I was like, there's no way I can even go back into Rhode Island at this point.
Well, that's also the silver lining, is that this wasn't too close to home. This isn't like somewhere.
That's why.
See,
that's why I was like, that's why I just left him in the trash can, because I was like, I'm sorry, they can deal with this. They're probably gonna hate me for the rest of their lives. They're gonna tell their family and kids that this one dude just ruined their whole life.
Yeah.
But I'll never see them again.
That's true.
I mean, I might go play there again. I'm just never going to
not.
that. That's the thing. I don't know if I can anymore.
Wow, that is tough.
It was rough. It was definitely rough.
Well, got that out of the way at least, and it probably won't happen for a while.
Yeah.
Those poor kids is all I can think of.
Yeah, it was bad. So
why didn't you offer to be like, do you guys have like gloves or like a trash bag
Dude,
so I can clean up my mess?
It wasn't a big mess. It wasn't.
Making you sound like a giant
slob.
No,
the only thing that was a mess about it was that I didn't like throw trash everywhere. I didn't everything was fine and clean. It was just that, and I was like, and I even thought like I was really thirsty and I wanted a water, but I like knew they were closed because just the way they were looking at me. Like I forgot to mention, like, as soon as I walked out, like, the only lights that were on were like the ones above the cash register. Like, they were waiting for me. Like, they were waiting for me to get out of the bathroom. Like, they were already closed. They probably had a slow night, so they probably just like cleaned up early to like shut down early and leave right at 10, and they had to wait for me in the bathroom. So that made it even worse.
Like, yo, this old man, no cap, keeping me 15 minutes after close. Man, this dummy.
I like the lingo you're using,
man. That's what kids sound like, right?
Yeah, that's no cap. Dummy lit, bro.
No cap, dummy lit. That's just not dummy lit, though.
No, it's not valid.
Is that P?
It's not valid. No, that's definitely not pushing P.
So that's not pushing P. That's like pushing Q or something weird.
Yeah, pick the dumbest letter in the alphabet. Yeah,
it's a backwards P.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about capital Q, which is definitely not a backwards P.
No, I'm thinking lowercase. Because lowercase is like...
I was definitely not pushing P. Like, the opposite of... I was pulling P.
You were pulling P?
I was pulling P.
No, I think you were pushing Q.
Alright.
Like
that's a new thing. We're pushing Q now.
We're pushing Q. That's when something bad happens. We're pushing Q.
And that's
that was so Q, dog.
Yeah,
that round of golf today.
Yeah,
Q.
that was mad Q. Dumb Q, bro.
The only good thing about the round of golf today was, actually, I can't think of it.
It was all Q. There was
I think I had one good shot.
There was no pushing P. Yeah, I had that one good drive.
You had a good drive. Yep, I had a good drive, and then a good par 3. That felt like 10 feet out from the pin. Otherwise, it was all pushing Q, and it wasn't like mad expensive. It was $41 for riding 9 on a Saturday prime time. I think that's like.
Yeah, it was dead. It was dead.
Yeah. Okay, that was the thing. That was
good.
Was how dead it was.
That was definitely pushing P.
Pushing Q was how hot it was and how much.
It was really hot. I was really sweaty.
Yeah.
My head was like my hat was getting a little sweaty, which it's dry fit or whatever, so that's P, but. Yeah.
Can we go back to the social media thing real quick?
Yeah.
So.
Let's forget it. I told you the story on the pod, but everybody just forget about it. Yeah, just keep that to yourself.
No, you're definitely gonna get some DMs after.
Oh,
it's gonna
man.
be like.
It was.
You'd be like,
it was.
yo, I can't believe that happened.
Dude, it was not the craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
No, that's
but
for sure.
it definitely was the closest I've ever been to an accident.
As a grown man.
As a grown man, yeah. I mean,
Yikes.
excluding my 6-month to 3-year-old self.
Well, anyways, so I need to know if Radio Shack's Twitter is real or not. I'm not going to talk about the tweet because it's not something
It's not
I
age
want to talk
appropriate.
about here. I can describe it a little bit. Essentially, a Radio Shack Twitter account tweeted a
Very inappropriate photo.
a very inappropriate photo that included 5 grown men
It was
who
bad.
were representing Radio Shack and some other things.
Yeah.
And it was like,
There's no
last
way it's
night
real.
Yeah, I don't know. Last night is a movie. When are we like publishing or filming?
There's no way it's real.
I need to know if
Also,
that account is real.
I think Radio Shack's long gone.
Are they out of business?
I
now?
don't. I haven't seen a Radio Shack since I was 15 years old.
I've definitely seen one more recently than that. I was 20. But it's been a while. There used to be one down the road actually, and it's gone. So they're probably out of business.
There was one in Putnam,
Really?
right next to the GameStop.
Nowhere in that freaking plaza survives, man.
Bro, GameStop's been there since I was a kid.
GameStop is gone now. Now it's the Department of Motor Vehicles. It's DMV. It's a satellite
That's
office.
depressing.
Yeah.
That-
the DMV,
That's making me
Wendy's,
think
and
about my life.
Stop
right
and Shop and Runnings.
now. I like
Nothing
Runnings.
else.
Runnings is alright.
Uh,
Anyways, I think we should start using that term more often as well.
Christian Q.
No,
Oh,
life's a movie.
Life's a movie.
Last night was a movie, bro.
Last night was a movie. I can't think of any movies recently in my life.
I can't think of any movies in my life.
But maybe I'll try to make some.
But also, that term is kind of like there's bad movies out there. So I could be like, last night was a movie, but what if it was a garbage movie?
Like Pirates of the Caribbean or something.
Yeah,
like that.
well, come on.
Johnny Depp sucks.
Shut up, bro. Shut your mouth.
No, I have
He's
nothing
such a
against
good
Johnny
actor,
Depp.
bro.
I just hate the whole.
You are anti Amber Heard Johnny Depp case.
I just don't want to hear about it anymore. I think it's ridiculous.
Well, it's
that-
over now. You don't have to.
I still see it all the time. It's all
Uh,
over my TikTok, and
nah,
I can't take it.
Bro,
I am done.
that's your own
I am so
algorithm's
done.
fault, bro. You like one of them? You probably like
I did not like. Trust me, I didn't like any of that garbage. I hate it. I can't even follow it. I'm done. I'm done. I hate it. Johnny Depp's fine. Amber Heard, I don't really know the woman, but she's
I only
fine,
knew her
guess.
from Aquaman. I didn't know her from her past movies or whatever, but I guess they've been married for a while.
Or were. I don't know.
Oh, they're
Are
definitely not
together?
together anymore.
Okay.
No.
Well, yeah, considering the
Shit.
lawsuit, that would probably wreck a marriage, I suppose.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No, I don't know. They're all. I don't know. I don't know if I've even seen Pirates of the Caribbean, to be honest with you. I just thought of people I hate right now, and Johnny Depp was on the list. So.
Bro, it's a good movie.
Is it?
I mean, listen, I think there's 4 of them.
Really?
And fans of this movie, you can correct me or roast me or whatever, but I think there's 4 of them. I only remember the first one, which I think it was the Black Pearl. And then that was a good one. And then they had one with Davy Jones' locker, and he was a guy with he was Davy Jones, or he had
like a pirate. Or
he was
whatever?
had squid head.
Oh,
he had
wow, that's
tentacles
crazy.
as a beard.
Yikes! That's scary.
But that dude, I mean,
Is it like that guy in Star Wars with the, not Jar Jar Binks, but one of them Jar Jar Binks looking fellas?
no,
With all
no.
the tentacles hanging out everywhere.
There's nobody.
No, there is.
No, Jar Jar Binks, his kind, or just a guy.
I don't know if it's his kind or if he just looks similar,
I
but
think
there's
he just
definitely
looks similar.
something that's, similar to that.
Nah, dude. I don't know.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, I don't know what you're talking about.
All I know is that I'm sick of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard being in the news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it ran its course pretty fast. I thought some of the things that were going on were pretty funny. Amber Heard's lawyer was so bad at her job
Yeah.
that just made no sense. She called objection on something that was her question. And I just thought that was man, that's so embarrassing. You're representing a high profile case And not only that, but like it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you make one mistake, like you've seen, it's all over TikTok. So like the fact that she sucked at her job, just like
good.
It just got exploded. So like those like clips people made were funny, but you're right. It got old pretty quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, yeah, Last Night was a movie.
Yeah, Last Night was a movie.
It was a bad movie.
To that point, yeah, it could be a bad movie, or it could be like a great movie.
I would say that's a good movie because it's funny. It's a funny, like me, if I were to watch someone go through that on the TV, I would laugh and I would say, "Huh, that's a good movie."
Oh, you mean My Night?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Last Night was a movie.
My Last Night was
boring.
Very mediocre, yeah.
So I guess
fireworks.
So I guess the movie part is just like eventful. Like things happened.
Yeah.
So it could be sad, it could be bad, but Last Night could be a movie either way.
Usually it's about guys that go out to clubs and like say Last Night was a movie.
Last Night
was a movie, bro. Didn't talk to any girls or whatever. You know, also what's funny, you know the guys that like, and girls that do this, and they go to like a bachelor or bachelorette party, and they're like, "Oh, Vegas can't handle us."
Yes,
dude,
I know
Vegas
them
can
too
handle
well.
you. Trust me.
Oh.
Seeing 5 20-year-old girls go out and drink too much.
Oh no, dude! I don't think you know. Vegas has never seen 5 white girls get wasted on vodka sodas and lose $200 at the craps table. There's no way they've ever seen that. They can't handle that. That's too much for them.
Vegas can't handle them. Maybe they can't. I don't know.
Oh man.
So,
anyways,
I've been obviously with the wedding and whatnot. I've been going to.
Oh, before you say this,
go ahead.
I was telling you the other day, but I wanted to say it on here. I was writing this, so I'm giving a speech at Jeff's wedding.
Yeah.
I'm giving a speech right in front of everybody.
It's gonna be great.
Part of the wedding party. You know, it's gonna be a movie. Honestly.
Dumb you lit.
Push that P. Anyways, I was writing some of it, and I started to tear up a little bit, man.
Wow.
It was.
You're not an emotional guy either.
Not really.
No.
You know, especially when it comes to stuff like that, like. Just not. But I was starting to write it, and I was like, oh man, this is it's gonna be a tough one to say.
I am gonna be a mess that whole week, during the wedding, during the rehearsal dinner. It's just gonna be bad. I'm an emotional guy, so
I'll be there for you.
I'll be shedding tears, but that's okay. I look forward to it.
Oh,
we
it's
don't get
gonna
a
be
lot
a good
of
time.
heartfelt out of you. You're just kind of a funny guy with no
Yeah.
real emotion,
Kind of heartless
outward
sometimes.
emotion. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
Me
it's
too.
all right.
It's fine.
We'll get there. Anyways,
So,
continue.
I've been going to David's Bridal and all those other wedding type places lately, and I'm excited for the wedding and all that holds everything. It's gonna be great, but I hate going to David's Bridal and dress shops because I feel so uncomfortable because I'm the only guy in there. It is literally like I get nervous. I get anxious because I'm like, there's 30 girls in there. I'm the only guy, and I know that every single one of those girls don't want me in there, and they notice me and know I'm there.
They don't want you in there.
They don't. It's so jarring.
I'm not a big. I mean, I think I've been in David's Bridal maybe once in my life, and I don't even remember the reason why. But I get what you're saying. I get that.
Dresses from wall to wall, and then mirrors everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like you're in like one of those at the carnival where they have those mazes that you have to get through with all the mirrors.
And you walk into it. You're like,
yeah, and there's strobe lights everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably perfume too. Like you could probably smell.
It smells like women.
You just like have this girl's perfume and this one, and
I get a little.
They're
high.
probably a little. You get a little bit of high. They're probably already a little drunk. It's a wild day.
Yeah, no, I totally hate it. Also, I'd like to know why it's called David's Bridal and not like Jennifer's Bridal or Judy's Bridal.
Judy?
Deb's Bridal.
Those. Shout out Judy and Deb, first of all. That's our mom's names, if you didn't know. But anyway, like my mom, his mom.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know.
I think that's kind of weird.
Is he
It's
just...
like, it almost feels sexist. It's almost a little sexist. I don't know. It just feels off.
Yeah, why can't it be like Jennifer's, like you said?
Or like their bridal. So it's gender neutral completely.
Yeah,
That's the way to go.
Our bridal.
Our bridal. Their bridal.
Get your dress at our bridals.
Our bridal.
I don't know if I was a girl, I don't know if I'd want to buy a dress from David's bridal.
I would feel like David would be there waiting for me, to like fit me in my dress, and I'd be like, no, I don't want to get fit by David.
Just get David out of here, bro.
Give me Michelle, and I'll
give me
talk.
David Jr.
David Jr. Jess's brother, David Jr.
No, don't give me him either. Just no, I feel you on
Give
that.
me Michelle, and I'm good. That's all I need. Michelle's bridal.
There's probably a Michelle's bridal out there somewhere.
There's something. I don't know. They go like.
That
Jess
is-
didn't get her dress from there. She got it from like a local shop, which I think is named after a woman, Michelle or something. That's probably why I thought of it. Probably Michelle. But yeah, no, I hate that. It's the worst.
That
Makes
is.
me I shake and I sweat because I just
I
know
shake
that
and
no
I
one wants
sweat.
me. It's the
Jeff's
worst.
in there in the corner. They're like, the guy, David goes up to Jess and he's like, "Is that guy okay?" No, he hates you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, it's awful.
Yeah. Well, so speaking of the wedding, like, I had a question. I had two questions.
Okay.
The first one being like, is it? I know that planning a wedding is obviously stressful.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know firsthand, but I've seen it. It can be stressful. What's the most? Is like the finance part the most stressful part, or is it like the planning, or what's the most stressful part to you?
I would say the finances are big, but I think the most stressful part is how stressed she is because she wants everything to go right, and that makes me stressed.
Yeah.
So
Secondhand stress.
secondhand stress,
Yeah.
because I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm floating in the abyss somewhere. Like this is all just happening to me. I'm not planning anything really. I'm
Yeah,
going
you're just
through
in the
life,
you're just in the
having
clouds.
a jolly old summer.
Yeah.
Don't really have to do much besides what she tells me to do. Like
That's
floating
that's
through
the
space.
way to be.
Yeah, it feels great, but
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I feel like it's less stress because you are just like you said. You're just told what to do, but it's also like still stressful because she's stressed.
yeah, no, that's exactly right. Because I know everything's going to turn out perfect, but I know it's going to be perfect because she's planning everything, and I know that she's going to hit every box we need
Hit
to
a
make
home
it go
run.
awesome. Yeah,
Hold
So-
on that.
that's why I don't worry about it. But considering she's the one planning, she's probably stressed because she knows how much she has to do. And don't get me wrong, I'll do anything she wants me to. I
Yeah.
just basically wait for my instructions.
Yeah.
So, like I need to get like your, like the bridal, my side of the bridal party, the groomsmen and Norm and Jess's dad and my dad. I need to get everybody gifts and everything. I know what I'm gonna get, but still, like, I need to find the perfect, thing that I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. So
I got you. So my second question then is, you have Venmo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on the finance side, do you get stressed when you're stressed about money? Do you, when it comes to like fees and stuff,
yeah.
do you transfer with the fee without the fees and you just wait for like this 4 to 5 business days to get it into your bank account?
That's a good question, actually. I am so far against that.
I figured that's why I asked
Yeah,
this.
no, I save every. Well, I've become a little loose with my wallet lately, so I'm gonna try and reel that in. But no, it waits the 5 business days that it needs to get through with no fees.
So you would think if you knew me, you would think that I'm the same way. I try to get every penny
Yeah.
out of every.
Yep, that's accurate.
like,
I would
yeah.
think you would.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm not. Every
So
time.
you transfer.
Oh, I do the transfer fee.
You heathen.
You know, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you exactly why. Because for some reason in my mind, I feel like they're not going to transfer it. And then with my short-term memory loss, I don't really actually have that. But in my head, I forget things very easily.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna forget, and honestly, like half the times I transfer, it's like $18. So like whatever.
What is the actual fee? Is it
It's like I think it's like 1%.
1% and then like a plus $1 or something?
No, I
Does
don't.
that sound
No,
right?
I think it's just 1%.
Is it really?
Or 2%.
Yeah, I mean that's enticing, but I don't know. It's a principle thing for me.
No, like I
Like,
get it.
I'm just, I don't know.
I just
like,
get really nervous. Like I'm like they're not gonna transfer my money, and then I'll have to check, and
just
then
keep an eye.
and then every single day I'll be like checking my bank app, and it's not there. And I'm like, do I have to call Venmo? Like, do I wait an extra day? What's going on? So like to ease my mind, I just hit instant transfer, and instead of $100, it's like 98 for whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just so set in my ways and principled. But it's actually really funny that you bring this up now, because for the first time ever this week, I'm a little strapped for cash right now with everything going on.
Yeah, you got a lot of bills coming.
I had I had a bill due, and I was waiting for like a paycheck, and I didn't want to transfer money out of my savings or whatever it was. I don't remember exactly how it went, but I needed the money from the Venmo like within 2 days, and for the first time, I did the instant fee, the instant
You did it?
transfer. Yeah,
And you just called me a heathen for doing it?
well, but I just don't do it all willy nilly.
See, I won't lie. Like I think about it every time. Like every single time.
You look at your Venmo when you're about to do it, and you're like,
I look at the transfer and I'm like, do I do it? Do I wait? And then I just, at the end of it, I'm just like, no, I'm doing the instant.
good
Right
for
away.
you.
Right away.
Good for you. It's just hard for me to do that. I don't know. But I did, like I said, I did it for the first time ever. The other day it was really weird. It didn't feel right either. I was like, oh man, I'm losing control of my life. Things are not
I
going
could have
well.
saved that $1.50
Yeah.
for a coffee. I just...
Yeah, and meanwhile, I'll go like to Starbucks or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, $7 for a coffee.
yeah. Yeah, swipe it.
Yep.
Swipe it, baby.
Swipe it.
Take it right out of my
Yeah.
account. Yeah.
Do you like this coffee, by the way, that I made you?
You know, I do. I really do. Oh,
I can
there it
tell,
goes.
considering you drank probably 1/10 of it.
Listen, I like to pace myself sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
not
true.
like you. Let me tell you a secret about Jeff, everybody.
Yeah.
Jeff, when he gets a drink, whether it's water, whether it's coffee, anything,
Mm-hmm.
it's usually gone within seconds.
Yeah. It's
Within
fast.
seconds. We'll go out to eat,
Pretty
he'll get a
fast.
water or soda, and I'll look over, and it's just ice. Where did the drink? Yup. Right up.
Thirsty boy, baby.
Yeah, he's
Thirsty
a thirsty boy. He's very thirsty. That's for sure.
You do like it though.
But I, What? Oh, man.
No, the Nespresso.
Yeah, no, oh,
That's what
yes, yes.
The coffee that
yes,
I
do.
slaved over the
It
hot
took you like 3
Nespresso
seconds,
machine
but
for.
it's
I
very
mixed it
good.
perfectly.
It's
Okay,
very
that's
good. I just like to pace myself. Sometimes coffee, if I drink it too fast, upsets my little tummy.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, no, that's
you
fair.
know.
Do you like this this cup that I have mine in, the Hartford Funny Bone?
Hartford Funny Bone,
Or
man. That's
the
where we saw
Manchester Funny
our
Bone.
hero.
And I stole a cup.
Oh, yeah.
I stole this cup, this
Jeff-
Funny Bone cup.
Jeff is,
A thief?
he's a thief.
Boy, if this were back in medieval times, they'd hang me on a
No.
cross or something.
No, they would probably cut your hand off.
Lynch me. I don't know. That's fine. It's a nice glass.
You steal, it's a hand for a hand, or...
Is that how the saying goes? You sure?
An eye for an eye, and if you thief, we cut your hand off. That's how it goes.
Yeah, it flows right off the tongue.
Yeah, yeah, I read it in a book once.
I didn't actually steal this though. It came with the drink that I purchased it in.
Oh, I was gonna say, I actually did think you did, but I'm thinking of my brother, where we went to Mohegan one time, and we were just, we each brought like $80, and we were just playing around, blackjack, and just hanging out as brothers.
Yeah.
My real brother. You're still my real brother, but my actual
Better,
blood,
thank you.
my blood brother.
Yeah.
James, and he got a drink from the bar, and we were just hanging out watching this. I think a basketball game was on. We were just talking, hanging out, and he's like, "I really like this glass,"
Mm.
and I was like, "Well, the casino took $80 from us today. Just take it." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Should I?" And I was like, "Whatever." If you're a cop listening to this right now, just
Turn it down.
turn it down a little bit, because, come on.
I was gonna say you need to be careful though. With this, they could use that as evidence. It's your
Nah.
testimony against your brother.
Good. Well, you know what? If that's the case, then
If that's what puts him in prison.
if
then
that's
you know
what does it, then
Um,
go right ahead.
I think I'm gonna start doing that though. Like I've been wanting to steal things, and I think I'm gonna start with glasses.
Dude,
Like mugs.
honestly, if you ask, like when another Mohegan story. I was at Mohegan. I went to the Michael Jordan sports bar, just to watch. I think I was watching a football game or something like that. I think I had just got done with a job fair at Mohegan, and I ate there.
Yeah.
Watching some football or college football or something, and I got this really cool glass that they put my drink in, and I was like, "This is sweet." And the bartender was like, "Huh, you can keep it."
Really?
And I was like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, we usually get these glasses for free from like the supplier."
Did it have something on it?
It had like some brewery like name on it.
Nice.
And I was like, she's like, "Yeah, we usually get these for like free, so if you want it, you like usually you can just ask and some bars will give it to you." And I was like, "Thanks a lot." You know, shout out to this random bartender. I can't remember her name. But yeah, a couple days later I left it on my sink and my dad hit it over and it broke. So I was pretty ticked off about that,
Yeah,
but it was free, so
clumsy fella.
he can be pretty clumsy sometimes.
No, I don't know. I just really like glasses with like logos and stuff on them, so I think I might start stealing them.
Hey, all power to you.
Maybe I'll ask first now, and then if they say no, you can't take that, I'll just take it anyway.
Yeah, and then just ask for forgiveness later.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Steal now, ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
That's the motto, right?
Yeah.
That's P.
That's P, brother. That's P. Oh man, you know what? I was thinking about when you were talking about the social media earlier. I was thinking about a story that happened to me a couple days ago with Wendy's.
Okay.
So, I just got out of work, and my buddy Tank. Shout out Tank if you're listening to this. You probably are. You're one of our few listeners in the beginning. I'll give you a shout out. Shout out Tank.
Thanks.
He invited me to golf with him, so I was like, cool. And our tee time was at like 6:27 or something like that.
Yep.
And I got out of work at 5, and I work about 40 minutes north of the golf course. So I was like, I'm just gonna stop and get some food real quick at Wendy's because it was fast, and then make it for my tee time. So I pull up. It's probably like 5:45 at the time, maybe 5:50. No joke. I'm waiting in that line. Well, first of all, I'm waiting behind this one car who's at the microphone.
Where is this?
At Putnam Wendy's.
Okay.
Right in Putnam, like we were talking about earlier, where it's just like Wendy's Stop and Shop and the DMV.
Yeah.
Or Department of whatever. Yeah, that's the
DMV.
Yeah, all right.
You got
cool.
it right.
We got
That's
it there.
the
We got there. Department Motor Vehicle. DMV.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm in line. I'm waiting behind this car.
Uh-huh.
And they're taking forever, and I feel like I'm like thinking like, is this guy like protesting or something? Because he's like almost out his window, like out his window.
Is he yelling at the dude?
Not like yelling, but they're like talking back and forth, and I'm like, what's going on? Takes forever, whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, and I pull up, and all I get is a biggie bag. You got to get the biggie bag. They got rid of the junior bacon cheeseburger on the 4 for $4.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of ticked off about that. So it's $1 more now because the biggie bag's $5.
What is a biggie bag? What do you get?
It's like the 4 for $4, but now they just made it with a different name, and now it's $5. Inflation.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
But anyways, I get the biggie bag. They're like, what sandwich? Bacon junior cheeseburger or whatever it's called, fries and a Dr. Pepper, and I'm waiting in line. For no joke, 25 minutes.
You have to go in at that point.
I was so committed. I was like, there's not like the moment that I get out is when they're gonna pull me up.
Probably.
So I'm standing there sitting there in my car for 25 minutes. This guy comes over to me. No joke. Every other word out of this dude's mouth is boss. He's like, hey, boss. How you doing, boss? What'd you get, boss? And I'm like, yeah, biggie bag. And he's like, with what? And I'm like, a junior bacon cheeseburger. He's like, fries? Yep. Any sauce? No. He took my whole order again.
Didn't you just take my order?
But he just took my order. And so then he takes it again, and he's like, all right, give me a second. No joke, I see him go over to the grill and put patties on the grill. He took my order again and then made it.
Is this dude in there by himself or something?
No, so the best part about this whole thing is there's this girl, like standing in the back, and she's literally just standing there like this.
What?
Super confused, doesn't know what to do. Nobody's even talking to her.
Yeah.
Like, the workers are, like, zipping past each other. There's probably, like, 2 other workers besides this guy. Zipping past each other. But this girl is just standing there, like...
She was definitely an employee.
Yeah, she had the hat and the visor and the Wendy's shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just, like, confused. But it took 25 minutes and then another 10 minutes. And then he gets back and he's like, all right, boss. Sorry for the wait. You have a fantastic day. Come back to join us again at Wendy's. And I'm like, bro, what?
What is this, Chick-fil-A?
I know. I was like, this dude literally just took my order twice, made it, cashed me out. I was like, is anybody?
Man.
It was.
Yeah, hard to find good help these days.
Yeah, it was. Honestly, it just made me think, like, maybe I should go back there and help him next time.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe you should. Every time you say, I pull up, I think of
the baby.
So
I pull up!
That's why I started laughing in the middle of that story.
No, I was like,
I pull up. I'm like,
you are a big the baby guy.
I like the baby. He's vibes right now.
He's vibes right now, he says.
He's P.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that was. I don't think I'll go back to Wendy's for a while after that.
Wendy's isn't good anyway. On the hierarchy of fast food, Wendy's is not it.
You know, their chicken nuggets are alright, and like their biggie bag is just $5, and you get like it's a smaller burger, but it's enough, and you get 4 nuggets, a fry, and a drink. It's a value deal. It was definitely better when it was 4 for $4, and not $5.
Less money is always good.
But yeah, it was just not a great experience.
Where would you rank Wendy's? In like you got the big 3. You got Mickey D's, BK, Wendy's.
Honestly?
Yes, honestly, please.
It's all right. I'll be honest then.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah, I won't lie. Probably right in the middle.
Okay, where are the other 2?
McDonald's at the top. For sure. I'm a big McNugget guy. And honestly, like, when I'm feeling it, a McDouble just hits.
McDouble does hit, indeed. And the McDonald's Coke is, like, laced with real cocaine.
Yeah,
or something.
well,
so
it
good.
probably is, to be honest. I've seen, I'm very skeptical about getting drinks at McDonald's because...
The whole syrup bag thing?
No.
Oh.
Or, like, because they put ice, they put the syrup bag. What?
They actually have... Okay, so why are you skeptical?
No, because they put... See, you know how they put ice in every drink? I've seen the people, like, take the ice out of, like, the bin and, like, put ice with their bare hands into the machine. And it just makes me disgusted because when's the last time these people washed their hands?
It's funny that you complain about that because I feel like you've done that in my fridge.
Dude, I've never taken ice. I've done it out of my parents' fridge for sure.
Yeah, well...
But, like, after a while, it sits in the freezer. It's the UV cleans it. You ever heard that?
The UV.
Yeah, the UV. You ever heard of that?
The UV rays clean the
ice
in the
there's
freezer?
In most ice boxes, there's a UV ray light. Cooks the bacteria right off the ice.
Yeah, I'm gonna fact check that, and we'll see.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll see about that. Yeah, I would agree with you. McDonald's. Actually, I don't totally agree. McDonald's
I was gonna say,
1,
I feel
BK, then Wendy's. Wendy's is trash.
BK
the only thing good about them is their Twitter account.
Yeah, well, I know you'd like that, but BK is it doesn't do it for me, and it's really expensive.
Yeah, I think Burger King is a little bit more expensive now that you mention it.
Yeah, so like if I'm getting fast food, like I don't want to spend like $13.
Yeah,
like 9 is good for me.
If it's out of those 3.
And Wendy's, like I said, I can get $5. And it's not like if I'm like super hungry, I gotta go for a meal. But the biggie bag is good when you're like semi-hungry.
Isn't the biggie bag like a meal now? It doesn't come with a junior bacon cheeseburger and like 4 things or something?
But the junior bacon cheese for the biggie bag is like is like the size of my palm.
It's like a slider.
It's a little bit bigger than a slider, but not much.
Interesting.
But you still get 4 nuggets, French fries, and a drink.
Now I just want a Big Mac. Maybe that's what we'll do later.
I don't know. We already had Popeyes. I don't know if we can go.
YOLO.
I don't know if we can go. Whoa, man, you with your
slang, bro.
Slang this
backwards
week.
hat and.
Oh, he's got the backwards Nike. Hat on. He's got the Nike
got my
low socks though.
Fitbit watch. Fly.
That's not P. My Apple Watch, that's where it's at, bro.
I actually don't really care for either of them. I'm more of a classic watch kind of guy. This is like a consumer electronic
I respect
thing. It's not a real watch.
See, I just like how I can get my, text messages on here and read them if I need to, or I can like click this button and it goes to my phone. It goes like, bing, 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 bing.
What?
Like it, it like pings my phone. Like I'll do it right now. You ready?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be able to hear this too.
So it's like a Find My iPhone
so I can
thing.
find my phone. Bing, 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 ding, 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 ding.
I guess, yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's. I lose my phone pretty often, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I could do it over again, I would probably go Apple Watch. But like a little bit of me is just wants to go against the grain and like get something different. So that's why I have my Fitbit.
Man,
it's good for like activity too.
Not mainstream. You're not mainstream.
No, I like to go against the grain, like I said.
Yeah, I mean you're wearing a Nike shirt, but that's like the only mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backwards hat, little edgy. I like alternative and indie rock. Like a
rock.
crazy dude. Anyways.
Good.
You want to get out of here?
You think it's time?
It's up to you. You got something for me?
I had one more thing.
Okay.
Let's talk real quick. I was thinking about the Woodstock Fair coming up.
Wow, that is coming up.
It's
staple of the end of summer.
It's not coming up. It's not coming up real soon, but it is coming up. It's Labor Day weekend, a couple months, probably like 2 months.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, and I was the other day I just thought of this random story about when I was security. So I work security at the Woodstock Fair, as you've known before. Yeah. And it's pretty funny because people just get like, they think that because they're in the Woodstock Fair security, they think they're like in the CIA. And it's just, it's pretty funny because, like, I remember one time I was working and I was at the gate during the fair, and these 2 kids walked up, and it was like the time of the fair where like you can stay in, but once you can't like re-enter, or like you can't enter after a certain time.
Yep.
And these kids were trying to sneak in, and I just stood there and I was like, sorry guys, like can't come in. And they're like, they tried to talk me into it, and I was like, nah bro, sorry.
They offer you money?
I think they did, and I was like, if you give me more than I get paid for this day, then I'll let you in.
Doesn't take much, does it?
No, it doesn't, because I may get fired, but if they gave me more than what I made, then who cares?
Boy, nothing compromises your morals.
But anyways, past that.
Yeah.
So then they started walking away, and you could tell that they were on their way to one of the next gates to try to sweet talk that person. Mm-hmm. They didn't give me the money.
Okay.
Because they would have had to give me, not that I made that much, they probably would have only had to give me like $75.
Okay.
So they go to the next one. This guy sprints. This security guy sprints up to me. He's like, those kids here? And I'm like, yeah. Well, you mean the ones that tried again? He's like, yeah, they were at my gate. I saw them come this way. And I was like, oh yeah, they just walked out with like, they're going to the north gate. And then he takes out his walk. He's like, I forget what he says exactly, but he basically says like bogey to the north gate, bogey to the north gate, and then he just takes off like full sprint, and he's in like combat boots, like these like black pants with a security shirt and a security hat, and he's like full sprinting with his walkie in his hand. I'm just like, what is happening?
I'm picturing Paul Blart Mall Cop. Is that accurate?
No, he was not a big guy.
Oh,
he was a small guy, but he like when I say he had like intensity in that situation.
Wiry little fella.
Oh, he was a wiry little fella. But there is a guy that reminds me of Paul Blart on the Force. That's what we call it.
On the Force.
They're on the Force. We're
the
protecting.
Woodstock Fair.
Yeah, the Six
Security Association.
Yeah. So there's one guy, and his name's Kevin.
Okay.
And he's the guy that if you ever been to the Woodstock Fair, when like the trucks come in for like the bands, he's the guy in the front like saying, "Get to the side! Get to the side!" And he's like screaming at the top of his lungs, and he loves it. Absolutely loves it. So there's a guy, he reminds me of Paul Blart.
Yeah.
He takes it very seriously. He's in the front, like screaming his head off, like screaming at little kids to get to the side of the road so that this like car that's going 1 mile an hour doesn't hit them.
Yeah.
But anyway, Woodstock Fair security. There was this one time where I was working the gate before the Woodstock Fair, which is the most boring job ever. If you're not, when you're working before the fair actually starts, you're really just making sure that the carnies don't, like, do anything bad.
Yeah.
And so when you're not, like, roaming, because roaming is fun because you're, like, checking out the new rides and, you know, you're driving around a golf cart. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, not doing too much of anything, really.
Yeah, but when you're walking, or when you're at the gate, I mean, you're just sitting there. Like,
it's boring.
especially one of the gates, like people come in and out and you talk, but one of the gates there's like nobody allowed through, except like the big semi trucks because that's the only gate they fit through.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm sitting there at the gate, nothing's going on. All of a sudden I see this big, huge like mega truck come in, like bigger than the normal one. It has like one of those.
Like a tractor trailer.
It's like a tractor trailer, and it has like one of the game booths on it. Where like you like squirt the water at the target.
Oh, okay.
And it has that just sitting on it. So this guy pulls up and he does not speak a lick of English. And like I was told nobody's allowed through the gate. And like I said, they take this very seriously. Like it's big time. And I'm sitting there at the gate and this guy's trying to pull in and I'm like, "Sorry buddy, you got to go down to the next gate." And he's like, he gets out of his truck and he's just start like screaming at me in all these different languages.
Me amo Ivan.
Yeah.
Let me through. Let me through.
And dude, he comes over and he's like, and he keeps telling me, I'm like, "Bro, I don't understand what you're saying." Like he's going hard. And so he pulls out his phone and he gets like translate and he like types it in and he shows it to me and all it says is his toys. And I'm like, "Toys?" And he's like, toy. And I'm like, "Oh," and I like didn't know what to do. And like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm getting paid like $12.50 an hour.
Yeah.
So like at one point I'm just like, I don't care. So I open the gate and this dude just pulls in and like goes right onto the grass, like rips up some of the grass. And all I hear on the radio is like, he's like, "Who let that mega truck in?" And and like I'm just like, "Oh, he must have went through Southgate. I didn't see anything over here."
Yeah.
You know, I'm just trying to.
Nice.
And it was funny though, but it was just when he went through all this trouble typing, and I thought it was gonna be this long sentence like, "Hey, I need to park over here," and all it's after typing for like 40 seconds, he just shows it to me and it says toy.
That's actually really funny.
And it always, whenever I drive by that gate, I just think of that man.
What if it was like an undercover like thing and they were just like bombs were gonna be coming out of the tractor trailer and all that, and you let that guy in? I'd have to live with that. The toy.
I got it. For toy guy, man, all the way. Whatever he wants to do, I don't care.
Oh man, you gonna do it again this year?
No.
You're over that. That was like high school.
I've retired. Yeah, I hung up the badge. It was too much on me and my family.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah, anytime. I protect a lot of people. So yeah, my number was 23. So
Officer 23.
Yep.
In the Woodstock.
I'd call it, be like 23 to base, 23 to base. They'd be like, "Base on." And I'd be like, "There's some crazy carnies out here. We need to get the cops on this ASAP." We weren't allowed to touch anyone or do anything, so
no,
it was big time though, for sure.
Yeah, real big time. That's cool.
But yeah, that's just thought about that the other day while driving by the fair. I was like, I'm excited.
It's coming up. It's always a good time. You know what's kind of annoying though is they haven't announced the entertainment yet, and that's like the big thing I look forward to.
Yeah, I don't really care.
There's a lot of people there. It's kind of a little much.
How do you feel about them getting rid of the go-karts? I know you're.
That's
I know
garbage.
I
can't believe that.
I knew you'd be mad about that. Jeff's a big go-kart guy. We talked about this last episode.
Well, I'm a motorsport guy.
A big motorsport guy.
You know.
F1, F2,
F3,
NASCAR, F4,
all of it.
even F5.
No, I just the go-karts have been there for so long, and it was like a big draw. Like a lot of people from all over the state and like the tri-state area would go there.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's our cat. Cat food drops drops 4 different times.
Hey, everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to eat.
Our kitties got to eat. Baby,
yeah, they got to eat. They do got to eat. It did pull in a lot of people.
It did, and I enjoyed watching it. So honestly, I think it's kind of a travesty, if I do say so myself.
But let me tell you.
I wrote a little letter.
Did you?
No.
You tweeted to them?
Yeah, I tweeted to them on like a burner account.
Yeah.
Hey, Woodstock Fair.
Your burner.
Heard you got rid of the go-karts. That's super lame. I won't be spending any more money there this year.
That's not very P of you, Woodstock Fair. But you know that actually brought a lot of drama. The go-karts.
Well, it always does. That's
so
motorsports. That's a lot of drama.
Yeah. So they would. It was first come first serve for spots. Yeah. To like park your trailer.
Oh yeah.
And I remember like being in security. Same thing. I'd be with my boy. I think his name was Ronnie. Mm-hmm. And we'd be riding around when they were parking before the fair, and like people would be cussing each other out like, I was here 20 minutes before this clown, let me in. And like he would just get out of his, like he would like my boy Ronnie, he would like hear that, and he would like pull a Yui
in the golf cart.
Oh, and yeah, pull a Yui in the golf cart, almost like fling me out of it. He'd pull up right next to him. He's like, what's the problem? Like go out like holding his belt. He's like, what's the problem here, fellas? And I was like, Ronnie, he's my hero.
Yeah. No,
taught me everything I knew. Best partner I ever had. I don't know, probably like 40.
Oh, I expected like probably a 17-year-old kid that like.
No, these are all old men.
Smoked weed and.
No, these are all old men.
Went out back behind all the carnivals and got roasted all day. That's what I expected, but
no, all these security officers are all old men that probably were like an ORTC. Is that how you say it?
R.
Would I say OR?
ORTC. It's ROTC.
ROTC. Sorry. Sorry, guys, for anybody who's in that. But
I hope it's.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna look like an idiot if it's
people.
Not ROTC.
No, I think it's ROTC.
Yeah, it is.
But like I just picture them like back in the day, like not actually making it to the military or police force, and like this is like them compensating for that.
Yeah.
Because they think it's like this big deal, and like they're good guys, but like all of them are just weird. Honestly can't even like. My dad does traffic.
Yeah.
So he's like the tier above, like he's in the road all day.
Wow.
And he got me into security. Yeah, he's a big deal there. Yeah, you know, I'm Jim's son. You know, that's what they call me.
I'm Jim. They call me. Jim's
or 23.
Son. Or 23.
They got to call me by my badge name.
It is the ROTC.
All right, good.
ROTC, the Reserve Officers Training Corps, is a college program offered at more than 1,700 colleges and universities across the U.S. that prepares young adults to become officers in the U.S. military.
Yeah, so I feel like they were like prepared for that, but they didn't actually make it.
Sad.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like old police officers and things too, kind of like campus security.
At the security at the Woodstock Fair?
Yeah. Well, the guy would know better than I would.
I was going to say, the guy who runs it is a retired police officer. He's the man.
Mm.
His name's Russ. He's the man.
Russ.
But everybody else is like... Yeah. There's this one guy that pulls up for the night shift, which is like 11 p.m. to like 7 a.m. or something like that.
Good for him.
He pulls up with the fattest cigar every single time.
You guys can do
with
that
a leather,
on shift?
Dude, the night shift guys are
They're
wild.
Crazy.
Like, you got to earn that spot. Like, those are the vets. And I've aspired to do that one day.
You failed miserably.
But, yeah, he pulls up and, like, they like relieve you.
Mm.
So, like, I got a call. They're like, you know, base to 23. Come in, 23. And I, you know, pull up and I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, your relief is here. So I, like, pull my golf cart up and they're releasing this guy with the big cigar. He's like, gives me a head nod. I'm like, this guy, he knows what he's doing. Half the time they just like, I'm pretty sure they just like pull their truck up to like the gate and just like sleep.
Yeah.
So, whatever. But I aspire to be him one day. So.
Well, maybe I'll join the force again someday.
Yeah. It took a toll. So I don't know.
Some time off.
But I need some quality time.
Hard on the family, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, long hours, lots of stress.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, let's get out of here. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. So now that we got our first podcast episode out of the way, not out of the way, but we did it.
We have 2 out of the way.
Well, this is our second one, but we have social media now. So Jeff, tell us where you can find us on the social.
I think it's How I Met My Brother Pod on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn. Find us.
LinkedIn.
Connect with us on LinkedIn. If you want a job,
if you want, we have personal LinkedIn.
Yeah. If you want to become, a producer for the show, we won't pay you anything, and you'll have to probably drive a long time to get here.
A lot of sleepless nights. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So.
But again, How I Met My Brother Pod
on Instagram and
on
TikTok.
Instagram, TikTok, and then
email us.
What's the email?
How I Met My Brother Pod
at Gmail.
At gmail.com.
Feel free to send us an email with a story or something funny, or send your favorite company Twitter.
Yes,
feeds.
Please do. I'm serious. I love that to hobby. I also need to know if Radio Shack is real or not, because that is the funniest photo I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't even look at it.
If you know if Radio Shack's Twitter is real, swipe up on our Instagram or DM us on TikTok and let us know. We need to know.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Peace
We'll
out.
see you next week.